Hey all brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to Attack on Factorio, where we are up in the glorious world of, or glorious town district of Castle Black, making heavy weaponry stuff. But the thing is, I've decided to make a change on how I've laid this first section out. So, unfortunately, that does mean... Ooh. That means the bugs are biting through the walls? You tenacious little shits. Well, I'm going to have to go and deal with that, aren't I? I'm going to have to go and deal with that very soon. But first, I was hoping I had some storage boxes, but I don't seem to. So, first off, I'm going to break that connection. And I'm going to remove all of these roboports. I'm going to have to do all of the deconstruction by myself. Aren't I? Bots, come here. Oh yeah, there's another roboport here. Okay, let's just disconnect the power. And this is where shit's going to get fun. So I've got to empty my pockets. Off you go. Go and pick all of this up. Oh, this hurts. Doesn't hurt on like an emotional level or anything, it's just the amount of crap that I've got to pick up. Anyway, to cut a very long and boring story short, I redesigned everything. And it looks a lot better, it's going to fit a lot more nice, or a lot nicer into everything. And I think if I just line things up like that... we're going to get a much better overall design for everything. But after I wrapped up last week's, or the last episode, I thought to myself, you know, I can design this a little bit better. I can do a slightly better job of all this. So I went and did that. And I'm really quite happy with how things look. What am I looking for? I need to find water fill somewhere. First off, I want to make another couple of chemical plants, because I'm missing 2 for this build. Along with a load of underground belts. Blue inserters, passive provider chests. There's a lot of things that are missing, but I think overall it looks much nicer. But I use the creative mode mod, which allows you to infinitely spawn like various different materials, and I think it worked out great, to be honest with you. That does put that into... Right, you're needing iron, so you can go in there. You can go in there. This one is coal. So is this one. So I do need to do a little bit of jigging about with some of the resources. So coal there, sulfur in that one. And I also need to put down just a couple of chests in order to unload all of the explosives that I've picked up. Oh, bugger. It's taking my chests away. You give that back. I need that. Crying out loud. But I do need to make sure that I've just unloaded all of my inventory stuff into the right places. Plastic in those. Steel in these. And then, where have we got things going? Landmines? I didn't actually set up a box for landmines, did I? No. Okay. You can have a box that will go here. These ones are the regular cannon shells. These ones are the explosive ones. They also go into, I believe, the artillery shells, if I remember right. This one's for the atomic bomb. These are for the uranium ones for the tank shells, if I remember right, because this is for 238, yep. Okay, and fuckloads of grenades. Fuckloads of grenades. And cluster grenades. You can go into that box. So we're going to have an overall larger supply of everything, which is fine with me, to be honest. I'll keep hold of the green circuits, because green circuits are handy to have. But yes, I think that's for the artillery shells, uranium cannon shell, explosive uranium cannon shell, rockets, explosive rockets, and uranium bomb. Or the atomic bomb, sorry. Now all that remains is for me to go and grab some... Let's get the stone, brick and concrete down. As much as I can, anyway. And then need a little bit of landfill and some water fill in order to get all of this functioning. Okay, for the most part we're done. But I need to drop down to Beltway and Petros to go and grab some resources. Figure out my way out of all of these bloody sodding trees. No, not that way. Vickersville seems to be out of iron again. What's the state on the iron trains? The ones bringing in ore. They should be coming in fairly regularly. One of them's on its way, I think. Next stop, Vickersville, yeah. Just a product of a poorly designed system. A little bit of landfill, a little bit of water fill. One processing unit. Yeah. It's all good with me. Right, I should have enough to be able to finish this up now. And then we can focus on the other side of Castle Black. Focus on all of the satellite stuff. Whoa, hi there, Mr. Train. How are you doing? You doing good? Fantastic. Nice to see you're keeping your schedule. Kind of. And there we go. Nice that the bots will go and put in all of the water fill that I need as well. It's very handy. I do need to make a load of the passive provider and requester chests as well. And fill that in. And I also need to figure out how this coal is going to enter the system. Because this has got to go on to 3 separate lines. So what I'll probably do will be something like this. Knackers. This being here is a bit of a problem. This should be alright. I'm hoping. And let's... Oh, wait. I haven't put the belts in for this. Or this. So we can get those explosives back onto the belts. Once these chests have emptied out, then I'll stick the... the coal back onto the lines. Request a chest, give me the steel and green circuits. In fact, give me everything back out of that box because I don't need it there anymore. What am I missing from here? 2 requester chests, 8 passive providers. Oh, and a shitload of underground pipe as well. Well, I say a shitload, like 12. Ooh, and I really should, like, shut down some... Jesus Christ. Yeah, gonna be cocking things up with supplies. Jeez. I am not good at dealing with these bloody boxes, am I? In fact, I'm going to shut you down to just 4 slots on all boxes, except for the sulfur. So obviously these chests have like an additional like amount that they can store. Okay, that should sort out all of the underground pipes that I need. And you are not quite empty, but we can just drop the rest of these in here. And then I need my pumps. I need one more pump. And I think I've just realised I didn't need to craft as many of these pipes as needed. No, we're all good. Last pump, where have you gone? There you are. Okay. Now we reinsert the coal into the system. And we can connect power back up to all of that. And then we just need to put bots back into the logistics network. And we should now find that hopefully I have managed to do all of this stuff on all of the other boxes. Blue circuits, uranium-235. That's full of landmines. Those are getting full of rockets. And I can't set up production for anything else, but we are okay. I think everything else is fine and dandy and sorted, and we're all good. So there we go. All I can do to improve things now is improving the coal supply, but otherwise everything else is fine. So there we go. One half of Castle Black, redesigned, rebuilt, looking better. It's only taken 25 minutes to sort that shit out. Ooh, actually, yes, that's a very good point. Thank you for reminding me, bots. I need to go and check up on the defences on the northeastern wall, because bugs are having a fun time with that, and they're also really close to those defences, so I want to make sure that they're not going to get through. Right, we do have more turrets down here that need repairs. Let's just lay down some more turrets. Yeah, every other one of these, I'm just going to bolster with an additional turret just behind them. Eventually this will spread across the entire map. I'll have double layer turrets everywhere, but that's going to be once I get around to reinforcing or redesigning the outer walls to make everything look a bit better. But that's probably going to be a long way off. I try to think how long this series is going to go on for. But I mean that in a good way. Either way, it's time to return to Castle Black. We've got more stuff that we need to build, and I want to start with the rocket silo stuff. So, what are we doing with this? These craft 1 every 30 seconds, and we need loads for launching rockets with. We also need quite a lot for the satellites. And I also need to start thinking about rocket fuel and solid fuel. Those are other things that I'm going to need to deal with, but these 3 are all 30-second crafts, so what I might do, be 1 of each, maybe? Or 10 of each, I meant to say. So what I'll do here will be, say, 10 rocket fuel. They just need solid fuel and they're done, which is easy enough. We could get away with just fast inserters on these. Then we need 10 of the low-density structures, which need copper, steel, and plastic. Copper and plastic can share a belt, and then steel can have a belt of its own. So I'm either going to do it 2 on the outside like that, or I'll do like 1 there, and then we'll have an output on the outside. But we'll see how I go about laying things out. I just want to get the right number of belts and machines down first. So rocket control units we will have there, and they need 2 inputs, and they're 1 each. Yeah, easy enough, but expensive stuff to produce. And then we'll have an output along here, like that. Then we need 1 for the actual satellite, which I might belt feed, but it's going to output into a single chest, provide a chest. It's not going to output onto a belt, because we don't need a lot of these. Because for every 1 that we launch into space, we get 1,000 space science back, which is pretty bloody good. But you do have 6 inputs, one of which is radars. I mean, that's not a problem, because I am making those down in Atelier. And I think that's it for the rocket stuff. Then for the other things that I want, I need cold steel circuits, I need to bring ammo up for the defender capsules. And then I need to figure out what I need for the other combat robots, because I'm going to make them. That's robot damage, advanced circuits and defenders, and then speed modules and distractors. So that's fine, that's manageable. What I need is for the atomic bomb to finish researching. How is military science research going? It's going slowly by the looks of things. We are getting some through. So it's happening. It's just happening slowly. It's rather fun to just watch these belts spin. Watching the loops in action is really quite fun. Okay, how do I want to lay things out? First off, I want some... Let's try out some of these cluster grenades on the trees. Because why the fuck not? Yeah? I think why the fuck not? Not used these cluster grenades before. Whoosh! Oh, that works well. As if grenades weren't good enough. Best way to garden. Provided I don't have to worry about it blowing up any of my shit. Okay, like that. Whoops. Oh, I stick to my shotgun. Right, there we go. Now I've got some space. Deforestation. Okay, so I'm probably going to go with... But, right, both of these capsules need the same thing. They take 8 seconds to craft, so sod it, we'll just have both of them running off the same lines. I don't think there are any other capsules like these. I think that's everything. Ah, it's military 3. The military 4 doesn't open any others up, so no need to worry there. So I have something like this. No, we don't want them emptying out into the same chest. That would be dumb. But they can just have separate chests like that. We'll run the steel and electronic circuits on one belt and the coal on another, and that should be fine. So that's those two sorted. Then I need to worry about the combat robots, so we're just going to go put a space in between each, and I'm just going to have one for each type of robot, or each type of combat bot. So we need iron gear wheels. Actually, you're the only one that needs gear wheels, aren't you? Advanced circuits and speed modules for the others. So yeah, what I might do would be We'll have just a gear machine here. One space away. We'll feed you directly. We'll do 2 stacks of the other ones. I think that should be fine. Or of the last ones, because they're pretty fucking good at what they do. That one needs advanced circuits. You need green circuits and piercing rounds. So what I might do is I might do these with requester chests. So you can have chests there and there. This one will be requesting green circuits. This one, the armor piercing rounds. Then we'll have advanced circuits and speed modules. And that should work fine, I want to say. So those 3 done. I don't think that was anything there. I can't remember what else I was going to build, so let's sort out all of the rocket stuff. Let's try and make a good design for all this. Okay, I've had a rather nice idea for what I want to do with the layout of this. I'm going to put the satellite production right in the center. Oh shit, you need solar panels and accumulators as well, don't you? Yes, because you're a satellite, aren't you? Oh, man. I'm having a bit of a weird one today. And what we're going to do... I'm going to take this little module for the rocket fuel. We're going to build stuff around the satellite production. So we'll have a passive provider right here for the output. You're going to be restricted to just 1. And then you need processing units, solar panels, accumulators, radars, then low-density structures and rocket fuel. Right, so those are all the inputs for processing units, radars, accumulators and solar panels, all in the numbers needed to make 1 of these. And we'll probably want stack inserters because this crafts in like 5 seconds. So, better to be ever so slightly expedient with things. But then we'll have inputs there and there. And we'll take... wherever I've put it, there we are. I'll plant you like that. There we go, that is... actually, let's split it right there. We'll send the rocket fuel off up that way to go to the train station. And 2, 3, and split. And we'll do the same on this side. This one on the left will be for the low density structures. So we want to do a very similar thing. I'm going to have... move over this way. 1, 2, 3, 5. In fact, you know what? Split that. And we'll just take this blueprint, we'll flip it around like that. And I'll just change the recipes over. But I do need to change the inputs as well, because this one needs to be steel. And then we need another belt on the outside, which is going to be for the plastic and copper. I'm just going to do much the same as we did here, just a little further back. Another 2 requester chests. What am I lacking? I'm getting low on steel, I think. Yeah. Not surprising. But yes, copper on one box, plastic on another. Copper, plastic. There we go. That's this one. And that will do nicely there. I quite like the way this looks already. It's looking pretty damn good. Okay, that's all I really need to worry about for the satellite stuff. So the rest of it can kind of be built around the rest, I think. So This can come down here. You just stick you in there. And I'm also just going to get another requester chest and load this up with iron. Because I don't really feel the need to go further belting things around. And this one may be the same. Sod it. We'll make this entire thing just bot based for the most part. And what I'll do to change this up is I'll put all of the input chests in the center, and these guys can just kind of feed off themselves. So we'll have coal in one, steel in the next, and then green circuits. I need to go and grab some steel to make some more chests. Okay, that will do there, and we'll just stick you about there. Now, last but not least, we need to do the rocket control units, which I think I can do a pretty similar thing to what I did with the rocket fuel. And we need processing units and speed module 1s. And there we go, we're just about done with all this. Plonk that there. Tear that one up. And I'm going to just bring these belts up into the middle to just tidy things up. Get things looking nice. But I think that will do quite nicely. It's by no means like a rocket per minute challenge or anything. This is never going to reach those numbers. But I think for what we've done so far, that's not bad. So, blueprint that. Say OK. Delete the whole thing. And I'm going to move it into position. Have it about there, I want to say. I think that's a pretty good spot for it. Not quite dead center, but it'll do. As long as it's functional. But there we go. I think I'm going to have to make this the end of this episode, unfortunately. I am out of time for today. But we've got the final foundations in for Castle Black. All that remains is to finish researching the various things that we want to be building up here, as well as powering everything, getting all of the resources up, and actually starting work on the things we need to get ourselves rockets. So we're very close to launching our first rocket, which is just going to be awesome. I will have to go about building the silo. That's going to be expensive enough in itself. 1,000 steel, 200 processing units, 200 electric engines, 100 pipe, and 1,000 concrete. For the most part, we're fine with all that. But the processing units are pretty fucking expensive. But all in all, this has been a productive episode. I'm rather pleased with how things have turned out. And we're on track for getting stuff launched into space, which is just awesome. Goodbye, Mr. Train. Have a nice day. So I'm going to wrap this episode up here and just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the playlists on the channel for more Let's Plays on metal covers, and give this video a like or a comment just to leave your thoughts. And if you wish to join the ever-growing ranks of the Order of the Shield, subscribe on YouTube, chuck me a follow over on Twitch, or maybe even consider checking out my Patreon and becoming an officer within the ranks. But thank you again for watching this video, and I'll catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. I genuinely didn't pay any attention whatsoever, so I don't know. He could have been eaten by bears by now, for all I know.